have Erica Lopez. She's going to introduce the first award.
God bless everyone. On behalf of CASIC, I'm honored. I'm so honored to present this award to Pastor Jeff Wentz. I'm so honored to not only call him an amazing pastor, but also my friend who is doing such an amazing job in the city of Dunkirk. He has such a heart for recovery, and I'm just honored to present this award to him today.
I'd like to first thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, who made my recovery possible. 35 years ago, I found myself in a prison cell because of my alcoholism. And because of being saved by Christ and becoming involved in AA and joining the recovery community, I got my whole life back. And so I've spent the last 30 years trying to give back to others who find themselves in the same predicament I was in. And so I really can't take credit for this, because in AA and in my faith of Christianity, the grace always goes to God. Amen. For the power and the ability to overcome the parts of me that I could never overcome on my own. And so that glory goes to God. And I'm just grateful to be a part of the recovery community, and I just pray that people who are here, who are thinking about recovery or maybe still in recovery, that there is hope and that there is the possibility of transforming your whole life if you're willing to follow the path. Thank you very much.
Jeff has really done a wonderful job at Pillar of Fire, and I just want to kind of give a shout out to him and his church. You know, he's spearheaded a lot of support groups in our community, and if it wasn't for him, individuals struggling and looking for a path to recovery would have had a place to go. So thank you, Jeff. If we can now have Leanne Lazzaroni to present the next award.
I am so excited to stand up here today and talk on behalf of CASA and talk about Jessica Feldman. I'm sorry, Jessica. Here it goes. As I'm sure many of you don't know, I am the drug court coordinator for the Dunkirk City Treatment Court. And when I met Jessica, she was a mess. Sorry, she was a mess. I'm sure she doesn't mind me saying that, though. What I saw was a young woman who looked tired, beaten down emotionally, scared, mad, and desperate. Jessica thought that I could only see what she gave me. Mean, uncaring, untrusting, didn't want my help. I must tell you that I really fought very hard for Jessica to come into our treatment court. I had to talk judges, treatment providers, probation officers, family court judges, to let her come into our program. Everybody said she couldn't do it. Well, we butted heads a few times. And I can honestly say that she didn't like me and I didn't like her. Jessica went to a residential placement and I fought to keep her there. Because Jessica at that time was unable to let her guard down or trust anybody. I can't tell you that it was easy for her, but she finally completed treatment court. And she came back to the community, and she re-engaged, and I was really, really scared that she was going to relapse. But she didn't. She stayed in recovery, and there was this huge change in her. She was grateful. She had a different kind of mistrust. It wasn't one of, how are you going to hurt me? But how am I going to stay in recovery here in Dunkirk? Facing all the obstacles that were in front of me. It was her past staring her in the face. Never in my 26 years of working in this field have I had a client who wanted recovery so bad. Jessica did it right. At first I really thought she was just telling me what I wanted to hear. For a lack of better words, Jessica was just a little preachy when she came back. But she meant what she said. She was being real and honest. She was working a program. She started the Recovery Coach program at the Mental Health Association, and she just kept going. I'd have her come back and visit me. I just wanted to make sure she was doing okay. She was running meetings, she was helping other drug court clients, and she became a new mom. She had her confidence back. She applied to work at MHA, and she got the job. Jessica is now, I'm very proud to say, my colleague. How amazing is that recovery works? Look what happens when a society, providers, judges, probation officers, parents, and friends don't give up. Recovery happens. Congratulations, Jessica. Not only for this award, but for never giving up on yourself. You have so much to give back, and I am so proud of you. I want you to know that you have touched my heart, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to stand here and tell everyone how amazing you really are.
As Jeff kind of said, I don't want to take any credit for this. I don't want to take any credit for this because I also know that I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for God. And there's many times that I should have not made it through. And I'm just so grateful that I have the chance today to see multiple people and help them. It just feels so good to see people succeeding, and I see it every day, how he's working, and I look forward to going to work. I love my job. I have my kids back, and this has not been easy, as Leanne said, but I would go through it all again if it would save someone's life, which is what the whole point is for me every day, is to just try to talk to anyone I can, let them know that there is still hope for you. Do not give up on yourself. Doesn't matter how far down you are, you can always come back out and be better, than you ever thought possible. So thank you very much.
If we can now have Kelly Potter, she's our Hope Chautauqua Coalition Coordinator, to announce the next award.
Good afternoon. On behalf of CASIC, I would like to take a few minutes to introduce our next organization, Breathe Life of Western New York. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet the Thompson family, who were in town visiting from Kentucky last November at an addiction response ministry meeting in Jamestown. Through conversation, they stated that they were looking into an opportunity with the possibility of purchasing a building in my hometown of Brockton. The Thompson family had a calling to come to Brockton and to purchase the St. Stephen Hotel, a once-known bar restaurant, and transform it into a place of comfort and support for individuals and families affected by substance abuse and addiction, and who are in and on their road to recovery. The vision of Breathe Life Ministry is rooted in the belief that genuine recovery from addiction and its consequences requires a spiritual transformation that only God can accomplish. With the support, accountability, and love of the people of God is the environment in which God can work by His Spirit to bring about lasting, life-giving change. The St. Stephen is currently in the process of being remodeled, and when complete, will run a cafe, provide space for workshops, recovery and life skill coaches training, on-site recovery meetings, children youth resources, as well as serve as a conference and community venue. So without further ado, I would like to bring up Josh and Lydia to recognize them, the Thompson family. And recognize what they do.
One year ago, pretty much today, our family started praying about what we wanted to do next in our lives, what God wanted us to do next in our lives. And He put on our hearts Rockton, New York and Chautauqua County, because it's an area where recovery is needed. Everywhere needs recovery. Addiction is everywhere. But for some reason, God said, we're taking you back to where your children were born, where your family began, and where life is currently happening. And so we've come back, we moved in July, and we are coming here because God put on our hearts that He wanted to breathe life through good works and through recovery in any system that He has. He wants to breathe life into the community and the area of Chautauqua County, and then from there use Chautauqua County to expand and breathe life into New York and farther, however far He wants to go. So we want to thank you for having us out here today. I want to thank CASIT for all that they've done for us.
Again, thank you all so much for being here today. I want to recognize all three of the participants that received an award again, if we could give them a round of applause for everything they're doing. Thank you to every one of you that's out there, whether you are a family member, whether you're an individual that is struggling with substance use disorder or in recovery right now. I want to thank you all so much for supporting individuals in our community that are struggling with substance use disorder. So thank you all so much and have a great evening.
I hear you. I love you on camera. Camera, cool. Shortest steps. Look at the two tallest people walk. This was the longest legs. Stand behind it and walk over. Yep. I've been doing this for a while. We've got some tips to share with the next generation. So, are you still thinking about dying from here or not? I would like to. Would like to, yes. I'm trying to make an appointment with Lori's hairdresser, but things just keep not working. The first time the lady wasn't available, the second time my schedule for today. I was like, I know I have something going on, but if I schedule it at 10:30, I think we can do it.
I've been to the there.
You got some nice ones the other night? Oh yeah. I caught one there.
Here's the last round. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't realize Oh yeah. We go bowling. Did you go bowling? We got my I tried to pitch that to Artie. You should have called ahead. You guys should go do it. We need a real Well, you know, probably look better than the two of us chugging it down there, because I can't explain it. Okay. What you learn about them? You can always do that tomorrow. And then it'll say the order date, and it'll say
Yeah, they come from the back. Sit. That's where we walk to. Do everything now and just like out of it.
How you doing?
How you doing, boys? Like,
Look at the shirt. Look at the shirt.
I don't know why.
Good job, guys.
Good work for this. Yeah, absolutely. I think if you fix it up a little bit.
all these different various
She's been reaching out to me and everything too, and like, you know,
Eli.
This is a real show. Just get us, okay? Just get us. Oh, watch the ball. You want us to sing or something?
Josh, baby, look at me. I look like somebody's little daughter. Hello, I'm Simone Seriani.
You want to
And we're casting a job court, and we're going to be rich one day.
We're gonna be rich one day.
I just want my shirt to be seen.
I just want myself to be seen.
and I said, you see, I quit, and I was like, it was, I ran right to the church. Ran to this church right here at the corner. Ran to the steps, and I was like, God, I don't know, like, I'm scared, you know, and I let my emotions and everything get the best of me.
I could suggest, well, you know, you can go in reverse. That if you want to keep low key and a little private, and then as you get them in there, so I meet with him a couple of times and I see him later. You are. And just because it's your suit, everyone knows. All of a sudden you realize, you know what, this is good to have somebody to talk about.
Which probably shouldn't be that surprising, but it still is weird saying that.
Their colleagues, like low key, because you know they all have stuff.
Well, we were told, I was told that I couldn't.
Comes in his trouble and says,
Me and the teacher's like, okay. I didn't even notice at first. The girl's like, it's in here. It comes right through, and he's like, and you know, so immediately we got up and I'm like, okay, come down, make sure you get your packets ready to go because we're like, you know, the bell's about to ring, the bell rang, we're like, no, get out, make sure you don't let down the ball. Then I'm like, yes, what would you like to do? You know, who's the call tracing? You know, you go get some just walk outside. I didn't know it. Because I'm like, I want to find these home, but you know, whatever. I'm like, I can't let that. My love for dogs get away. He let it out. I had one more class at Canada, so this is really like 45 minutes after that happened. I'm leaving the school, I see the dog walking across the street, still walking.
I'm not sure if it's like that or if it's going to be
See you next.
They wanted me, ours were on 6.
Seems like the mayor.
Oh, really? Well, this is great. Yeah, this is really
That's where I had my interview. People pick the Saturday for a reason. Because I'm trying to. She's like, I've been coming. We're gonna stick on our Saturdays.
I get it. You fight for like those small victories.
Forget everything. Forget everything. Nothing matters.
I'm Dee Dee. I'm gonna be rich one day.
Decided that the only thing you can do.
They don't do as much as they did before. Now that you're not there,
Thank you. I really appreciate it. That's my only one concern with y'all. But other than that, it's a great place to be.
Destiny's always doing something extra.
Hi, everybody.
How are you? Oh, okay. Good. Let's go.
The White House Office of National Drug Control Policy, and the Chautauqua Alcohol and Substance Abuse Council invite all residents of the city of Dunkirk to participate in National Recovery Month. And now, therefore, I, Wilfred Rosas, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor of the city of Dunkirk, New York, do hereby proclaim the month of September 2018 as National Recovery Month in the city of Dunkirk, and call upon the people of Dunkirk to support this year's recovery theme, join the Voices for Recovery, invest in health, home, purpose, and community. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. If we can now give a warm welcome to the County Executive, George Borrello.
Thank you, Melanie. Thank you, everybody. I do have a proclamation also to declare this the month of National Recovery Month. Excuse me. But I just wanted to talk for a moment and say, first of all, it's so great to see all you folks that are out here today to participate in this event. You know, substance abuse and mental health issues were not too long ago were swept under the rug and were hidden. And now we can come out here and we can recognize that there is help, that there are others that are struggling. And I know that there are people in the audience today, people that I know and have spoken with, that have had their own struggles with substance abuse and mental health issues and that are recovering. And it can be done. And I think this is important for us to recognize that today and speak with your friends and neighbors. Know the signs. And more importantly, know the services that are available. CASIC, along with many other services provided by the county and other layers of government, are there to help people. And we want people to understand that there is help and that there is hope, most importantly. I'd also like to say thank you very much to CASIC for putting this on. And I'd like to say for all those folks out there that work, whether you're a volunteer or you do this full-time as your job, all those folks that every day work so hard behind the scenes to help people, You know, a day like today brings out cameras and everything else, the newspaper, the radio, but you know, this is a one-day event. It's every day for those folks that aren't going to get their picture in the newspaper, that aren't going to be on the radio. Those are the people, those are the real heroes that are there helping people every single day. And I want to say thank you very much for all that you do to help people every single day. So I'm not going to read through this proclamation. I am going to hand it off to Melanie, but I will say that this does, at the very end, it does say, now therefore, I, George Borello, Chautauqua County Executive, do hereby proclaim the month of September 2018 as National Recovery Month in Chautauqua County, and I urge all citizens to celebrate the recovery of those who have struggled with mental and substance abuse disorders, to remember those who have lost their fight, and to help those who are still struggling by providing them with the services and support that they need to overcome it. In witness thereof, I have to set my hand and cause the seal of the County of Chautauqua to be affixed this 20th day of September 2018. Thank you all very much.
All right, thank you so much, George. We're going to go ahead and take a quick walk. Again, this is an opportunity to help break down the stigma that's surrounding substance use disorders. We have a huge group of people here, so let's take a quick short walk down to Route 5. We'll come on back, have some water, check out some resources that are available, and feel free to network with some organizations that are here. So thank you again.